When did your perfect in-laws finally show their true colors? My in-laws seemed wonderful for the first 3 years of my marriage to their son Michael. Warm, welcoming, always including me in family events. His mom, Karen, would call me just to chat. His dad, Tom, always asked about my work. I genuinely thought I lucked into the perfect extended family. Then, Michael lost his job. Tech layoffs hit his company hard, and he was let go with 2 weeks severance. We'd been living comfortably on 2 incomes, but suddenly we were down to just my teacher's salary. Tight, but manageable if we were careful. That's when everything changed. The first sign was subtle. Karen stopped calling me. When I'd call her, conversations became clipped and distant. Family dinners we used to be invited to every Sunday suddenly dried up. Michael would call to check in with his parents and get vague excuses about being busy. Then came Thanksgiving. Michael's brother Derek and his wife Jessica were hosting. We assumed we were invited like always. When Michael called to ask what to bring, there was an awkward pause. Derek cleared his throat. Actually, this year we're keeping it small. Just immediate family and people who are in a good place right now. You understand. Michael was crushed. We are immediate family. I'm your brother. Derek's response cut deep. Mom and Dad think it's better if you focus on getting back on your feet before joining family celebrations. They don't want the kids asking uncomfortable questions about why Uncle Michael isn't working. I watched my husband's face crumble. These were the same parents who told him they'd always be there no matter what. The same family that preached unconditional love and support at every holiday gathering. All of it vanished the moment we hit financial trouble. Christmas was worse. Michael's parents sent gifts to Derek's kids. Lavish stuff. Tablets, bikes, expensive toys. They sent our 7-year-old daughter Emma a coloring book from the dollar store. The price sticker was still on it. Michael called his mom to ask if maybe they'd made a mistake with Emma's gift. Karen's voice went cold. We're on a fixed income now. We can't afford to spoil everyone equally. Maybe when Michael has a job again, Emma will get better presents. My daughter had nothing to do with any of this, but apparently she was being punished too. The breaking point came at Derek's daughter's birthday party in January. We weren't technically invited, but Michael's mom called and said we should come. She made it sound like the family wanted to see us. We were desperate for any connection, so we went. The moment we arrived, I felt the tension. Karen greeted us with a tight smile. Tom barely made eye contact. The other relatives seemed uncomfortable having us there, but we tried to act normal for Emma's sake. She was excited to see her cousins. During cake, Emma asked her grandmother, "Grandma, why don't you visit us anymore? Did we do something wrong?" The entire room went silent. Karen looked genuinely annoyed by the question. "Sweetie, Grandma's very busy. Maybe when your daddy gets a job, we'll have more time." Emma's face fell. She understood the implication even at 7. I felt rage building in my chest. Michael put his hand on my arm, but I was done staying quiet. "Excuse me, Karen, but our daughter did nothing wrong. If you have issues with our financial situation, that's between adults. Don't make a child feel unwanted." Karen's mask finally dropped completely. Maybe if you two had been more responsible with money, you wouldn't be in this situation. We raised Michael to be self-sufficient. Clearly that didn't work out. We're not going to pretend everything is fine when it's obviously not. Tom nodded along. We've worked hard our whole lives. We earned our retirement. We're not subsidizing poor choices. Poor choices? Michael had been laid off through no fault of his own, and they were treating him like a failure. I stood up and took Emma's hand. "We're leaving. Emma, say goodbye to your cousins." Michael followed us out. His mother called after us. "You're being too sensitive. We're just being honest." That was 18 months ago. Michael found a new job 3 weeks later. Actually better than his old one. We're financially stable again. Probably better off than his parents. But we haven't been back to a single family event. Karen texts occasionally asking when I'll visit. She never acknowledges what happened. She just expects us to forget and move on because now we're respectable again in her eyes. Last week, she sent a long message about how family should forgive and how she misses Emma. I showed Michael the text. He deleted it without responding. She misses Emma when it's convenient for her. Real family doesn't have conditions. Emma's birthday is next month. I guarantee his parents will send an expensive gift and act like nothing happened. It'll go straight to charity. Some things you can't buy back.